Good morning to one and all. I am T. Jayakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Jamal Mohd College Autonomous, Trichy 20. Today we talk about the financial management, 3rd BBA, 6th semester, Unit 5, Working Capital Management. Working capital management பற்றி பார்க்க போகிறோம். Working capital meaning. Capital required for a business can be classified under two main categories. They are fixed capital and working capital. Number one, fixed capital. What do you mean by fixed capital? Capital required for purchase of fixed assets like land, building, plant, machinery, office equipment and furniture is called fixed capital. These assets are purchased for constant use in production. They are not intended for resale. These fixed assets are used on a permanent basis for producing goods and services. The amount of fixed capital required depends upon the size and nature of business. Working capital. What do you mean by working capital? Capital required for purchase of raw materials and for meeting day-to-day expenditure on salaries, wages, rent, advertising, etc. is called working capital. It refers to that part of a firm's capital which is required for short-term financing or short-term operations. Next, we will move on to concept of working capital. There are two concepts of working capital. Number one, gross working capital. Number two, net working capital. Number one, gross working capital. Generally, the working capital refers to the gross working capital. It refers to the amount of funds invested in current assets. Under the gross concept, working capital equal to total current assets. What do you mean by current assets? Current assets are those assets which are converted into cash quickly without any loss or within an accounting year or an operating cycle. They are called cash in hand and at bank, sundry debtors less provisions, bills receivables, closing stock, short-term investments, prepaid expenses, accrued incomes. Number two, net working capital. Working capital is a net working capital, the excess of current assets over current liabilities. What do you mean by current liabilities? Current liabilities are those liabilities which are repayable on within an accounting year. It includes sundry creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, bank overdraft, dividend payable, provision for taxation. Both aspects are very important. The gross working capital is suitable for company form of organization where there is a divorce between ownership and management and control. But the net working capital concept may be suitable for sole proprietorship or a partnership firm. Net working capital concept is a widely accepted concept. Next, we will move on to types of working capital. There are two types of working capital. Number one, permanent or fixed working capital. Number two, temporary or variable working capital. Number one, permanent or fixed working capital. It refers to capital fixed over a period of time. Number two, temporary or variable working capital. It is a temporary working capital. It is vary and fluctuating from time to time throughout the year. Next, we will move on to working or operating cycle. Number one, conversion of cash into raw materials. Number two, conversion of raw material into work in progress. Number three, conversion of work in progress into finished goods. Number four, conversion of finished goods into debtors through sales. Number five, conversion of debtors into cash. This flowchart represents operating cycle or a working capital cycle. Next, we will move on to sources of working capital. There are various sources of working capital. Number one, issue of shares. What do you mean by issue of shares? A share is a financial instrument that represents a portion of ownership of the business for a financial investment in the investment in the business. Issue of shares is the most important source of raising long-term funds. Most of the companies collect fixed capital by issuing shares. Generally, there are two types of shares. They are equity shares and preference shares. Number 2, issue of debentures. A debenture represents the borrowed capital of the company. Fixed capital is also called collected from issue of debentures. A debenture is defined as a certificate of acceptance of loans which is given under the company's stamp and carries under undertaking that the debenture holder will get a fixed return, fixed on the basis of interest rates and the principal amount whenever the debenture matures. Number 3, loan from financial institutions. A loan paid back over an agreed period term where principal and interest are paid off in monthly repayments. Number 4, retained earnings. Retained earnings are the part of undistributed profit earning by the company. Since the company does not distribute all of its profit to the shareholders, this saved profits is called retained earnings. It is very economical since the company does not distribute all of its profit to the shareholders. Profit is called retained earnings. Number 5, sale of capital assets. Another way of raising funds is the sale of a firm assets that are no longer needed. Selling land, buildings or machinery can cater to the long term and bigger finance needs. Number 6, invoice discounting. Invoice or bill discounting is a process in which goods and services sold to customer on the basis of credit is cashed through a bank before the maturity date of a bill at a value less than the bar value of the bill. While discounting a bill, the banker buys the bill before it's due and credits the value of bill after a discount charge to the business concern account. Number 7, installment credit. Installment credit is a form of finance to pay for goods or services over a period through the payment of a principal and interest in a regular payment. Number 8, factoring. It is an arrangement in which business sells of accounts receivable on a contract basis to an agency known as a factor in order to obtain cash payment before the accounts come due. Number 9, bank loan. In order to meet a temporary working capital requirement, another channel is borrowing short-term loan from banks. Number 10, trade finance. Trade credit is an important external source of working capital for a company. In a trade finance or credit, an arrangement between two firms made in which one firm grants credit to the another firm, which is the purchase of goods or services without making immediate full payment. Number 11, commercial papers. Commercial paper is a short-term financial instrument issued in a form of an unsecured promissory by large corporations with a high credibility to get funds on order to meet short-term debt obligations. Commercial paper generally mature in a short period of time and usually does not exist for more than 270 days. Number 12, letters of credit. A letter of credit is a promise to pay document that a financial institution issued to a seller or seller of goods or a service which says that issuer will pay the seller for goods and services after performing specific action that the buyer and the seller agree to. Number 13, bank overdraft. A bank overdraft is an arrangement between business and concern and bank in which bank allows a business concern to withdraw from account when the available balance goes below 0. Factors affecting working capital are determinants of working capital. There are various factors affecting working capital requirements. Number 1, size of business. Number 2, nature of business. Number 3, storage time or processing period. Number 4, credit period. Number 5, seasonal requirements or seasonal fluctuations. Number 6, potential growth and expansion of business. Number 7, changes in price level. Number 8, dividend policy. Number 9, access to money market. Number 10, working capital cycle. Number 11, operating efficiency. Number 12, labor intensive versus capital intensive industries. Working capital is needed for the following purposes. Number 1, to purchase of raw materials, spares and component parts. Number 2, to pay wages and salaries. Number 3, to incur day-to-day expenses. Number 4, to meet selling costs such as packing, advertising, etc. Number 4, to provide credit facilities to customers. Number 6, to maintain inventories of raw materials, work in progress and finished goods. Next we will move on to importance or advantages of working capital. Working capital is the lifeblood and nerve center of your business. Number 1, continuous production. Adequate working capital ensures regular supply of raw material and continuous production. Number 2, solvency and goodwill. Prompt payment to creditors is a very important and to creating the goodwill of the firm. Number 3, easy loans. A concern having sufficient working capital enjoy high liquidity and credit rating. Hence, secure loans from banks. Number 4, cash discount. Adequate working capital enables avail cash discount on purchases. Number 5, regular payment of expenses. In a concern, pay the day-to-day expenditure like that wages, salaries, rent, etc. Number 6, exploitation of market conditions. It is otherwise known as favorable market conditions. Number 7, ability to face crises. Adequate working capital enables the concern face business crises such as depression periods. Number 8, high return on investments. Next we will move on to methods of calculating working capital. There are 3 methods of calculating working capital. Number 1, by determining the amount of current assets and current liabilities. Number 2, operating cycle method. This is the firms begins with the acquisition of raw materials and ends with the collection of receivables. It is symbolically represent O equal to R plus W plus F plus D minus C, where O equal to duration of operating cycle, where R equal to raw material average and storage period, W equal to work in progress average process period, F equal to finished goods average storage period, D equal to debtors collection period, C equal to creditors payment period. Number 3, percentage of sales method. In this method, the level of working capital requirement decided on the basis of past experience. Now the finished topic of working capital management on a theoretical concept. Thank you. Next I will move on to next videos from the problems on working capital management. Thank you.